Hello, welcome back to Steve's Retirement Corner. What gave me the confidence to retire? You got to remember when I decided to retire, 2022. It was well, I retired in 23, but I mean, when I decided to was in 2022 actually. I mean, the market was way down, man. A lot of people lost a lot of money that year. And they was talking about a recession coming on, you know. They was talking about 2023 is going to be rough. Ended up not happening, which I'm thankful for. I'm just short in my 401 now compared to the day I left. So I've done real well. That's what taken out for 2 years. And I'm talking a pile of money, too. A lot more than I needed. It's just because of the rules in my 401, that's all. But you know, and I retired with debt. You know, it ain't nothing but that truck payment, $300. It was my choice. I could have paid it off beforehand, but I didn't. But I still went into retirement with debt. You know, I ain't had no $1,000,000 either, man. You know, and I was still at least 5 years away from Social Security, 10 years from when I want to take it. You know. I mean, what gave me the idea that it was okay for me to retire? Nothing, really. You know, I mean, I was scared just like everybody else, man. Me and the baby was scared as little daggone bunny rabbits hiding under a bush somewhere. That's one reason I didn't want to change anything from last year, or from our last year of retirement. Live life just like we always had. I figured if we could do that, then we'd be all right, and we did. It gave us confidence going forward is what it did. You know, it's not that we ain't still get nervous from time to time, but you know, it's minor compared to what it could have been or what it was. You know, you can have a plan all you want, but until you put it into action, you don't know how it's going to work. You got no idea. We didn't anyways. You know, and it cost me a whole lot to retire, man. You know, a lot of opportunity lost with Social Security. I could have had more Social Security coming in. I could have had my pension would have been a little bit bigger. You know, not to mention whatever I was going to save and invest for the next few years. You know, I mean, there's just no telling. Well, there's no telling where I could be at. So, but I think some of the things that helped me think it was okay. It gave me the confidence to go ahead and step out there. Was, hey man, the first one is, man, I got help. I went to at least 3 different advisors to double check my numbers and everything, or triple check them, you know. I went to an insurance agent. I only had one question about insurance. So I just talked to one of them and asked them about it. It's a generic question. Anybody could answer it. So it wasn't as important to me as the financial stuff. Speaking of which, this is our month. We go every 6 months for a financial review. That's why I'm thinking about this right now. We go in February and August. Before I retired, we went once a year in January. No, we went in June once a year in the summer. So, but another thing too is I checked with a couple different tax accountants too, see how my taxes were going to work out. You know, that helped me. That helped a lot. Give me the confidence to know that, hey man, I could do it. You know, but it's, like I said, it's still sketchy when you go out. You don't know till you get out there and get to work in it. But that helped a lot. It helped some of those concerns fade away. Then I had to, first thing I had to do was realize that, hey man, there's no way I could have enough saved. I could save enough. There's just no way I could save enough to handle everything that might come up, every possibility in retirement. If I had to wait till then, I'd have never retired, man. Just no way I could do it. You know, I had to realize that and figure, hey, anything that pops up other than that, I just had to figure it out. Just like we've always done all our lives. Not that things have ever been rough, man. We ain't never done without. We ain't never done without. We always pretty much had everything we ever needed or wanted, one way or the other, you know. But things would get tight, and we'd have to figure out how to work it, you know. The way I look at it is, man, the day I left work, I retired, but I didn't get stupid, you know. If I was able to figure it out 20 years ago, I'd be able to figure it out 20 years from now. You know, that helped a lot, realizing that. You know, I mean, those are probably the biggest things that helped me have the confidence to retire. You know, another one is the way we live, man. I always say we live a simple life, man, and we do according to today's standards, but it's the kind of retirement I always grew up around. You know, nobody I knew took a big trip when they retired. Nobody. Mom and Dad went up to Canada one year. He picked up his brother up in the high, and they drove up through and come back down. That's about the biggest any kind of trip anybody I know of has took. Anybody. Most time around here, people run down to Myrtle Beach or go down to Nags Head or something, you know. And that's about it. You know, most of the people I know are homebodies just like us. We get the biggest kick out of being at the house, just knocking around. You know, now that we've got the fall coming up, now we like to go to the fairs and stuff. I mean, what's that cost you? A few dollars? And it's a nice evening, you know, get a little funnel cake. You know, it just ended up not being worth it for me to stay in there for what little bit I would have gained, you know, monetarily wise. I think those are the big things, getting that help, realizing I couldn't solve every problem, and realizing that, hey man, it don't take a whole lot for us to live. Retirement's not near as expensive as I thought it was going to be for us, you know. And once I figured out all that stuff, there really wasn't no need for me to stay in there. I just told them, hey, I'm gone. But anyways, man, y'all take care of yourselves, man. You enjoy the rest of your week, and we'll talk to y'all later.